Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I thought about an analogy this morning that I think will help many of you guys. I really think it's important that you start to understand that you're constantly shifting in and out of different trajectories depending on what your dominant focus is. So today I'm going to explain this, I think, pretty clearly. And I am affirming, I know for a fact, I believe and declare that this video is going to shift you into a very deep understanding of how to manifest everything that you want in your reality, how to stay in the wish fulfilled, how to understand that your desire desires you and it already exists. Before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com. You then book your session with me, whether it's a 30-minute, a 60-minute, or a package. The packages just makes more meetings with me much more affordable when you sign up all at once. You book through my website, coreunion.com, and then I'll get back to you with my next available. Your consciousness, which is both your conscious mind, which you are aware of, and your subconscious mind, which is what you're unaware of, is creating all of it. There's this beautiful and amazing, incredible mechanism, so you don't have to go searching for problems. That's your reality is just showing you everything that you believe consciously and subconsciously. The thing is that as you learn how to manifest, before you really step into your power and realize the power of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, you are under the impression that you can't change your reality. When you just go deep into what it is that you want and how you see yourself and how you see others seeing you on every subject, your life will literally morph and change according to you. So you have to make a decision. You have to decide, what reality are you going to reside in your imagination? Where are you going to dwell? What version of you are you going to be forming and shaping? So I want to use an analogy that I thought about this morning. I mean, I've thought about it in the past. I don't think I've ever done a video on it, but this morning it was really prevalent in my mind. So I know that this is something that many of you guys need to hear. And I know for a fact, for certain, that it is going to shift many of you guys right into the desired reality of what you want. If you think of a forest, you have many, many, many trees, right? Imagine that there was a forest of infinite number of trees. That's kind of what reality is like. There are infinite potentials. There are infinite realities. And just like the forest with the trees that are all existing there in the forest, so do all of these other potential realities. But you can only be conscious of one reality at a time. But they all exist, but you can only be conscious of one of them. And you're conscious of it through your consciousness, through your awareness, through your attention on it, through your energy in it. So if all of these trees in the forest exist now, but there is one tree that is the ideal reality for you, you make the decision from the moment that you wake up in the morning, all throughout the day, and as you're going to sleep, that is where you're going to dwell. This reality is where you are going to dwell. This is who I am. This is what I have. This is what my life looks like. This is what love looks like. And if you were being that version of you, you wouldn't be anxious, worried, depressed, scared. You would be secure. You would feel happy. You would feel strong. You would be enjoying your life. You would be doing things that you love to do. Side note, if you're saying, well, but all the things I want to do is with my specific person, and without them, then my life isn't worth living, you're missing the point. You have to be actually loving yourself. You have to be doing things for yourself. You have to be strong and confident and knowing your value, knowing your worth, and knowing that your specific person sees that too, and seeing their value and their worth. If you do all of the work, and I'm going to get back to the forest analogy in a second, if you do all the work only focusing on being the highest, the best version of you, but continuing to see them as being a jerk, you're doing the inner work for yourself, but you're not seeing the best version of your person. So you're going to continue then to be in the reality that you are not seeing the best version of your person. So your reality is going to have to give you what? Back to the forest analogy. There is one of these infinite number of trees that represents the ideal version of your reality. And this is the reality for you. This is the one that you want. And it's 11:11 right now as I'm filming this. Beneath the ground, there is a root system. And these roots aren't necessarily straight lines, just like your timeline from where you are presently right now to your desired reality. Your timeline, when you are trusting in it and you're dominantly aware of it, your timeline, which is going to be filled with a bunch of bridge of incidents, might look and appear to go completely against your desired reality. Don't hate on the bridge of events. They're all happening for you. Everything that is happening is contributing to your desired reality. You're on this timeline, which is kind of like the root system to your reality, which is represented by the tree that exists. And all of these other realities, some of which you don't want, exist also. You're being dominantly focused on what it is that you want. You're in your trust, you're in your power, you're making decisions, and you're not messing with your 3D, which means you're not constantly checking on it. You're not constantly doubting yourself. You're not constantly having this habit of questioning yourself, wondering if you're doing right, thinking that you're not doing right, having to search for evidence outside of you constantly. Just go deep within and learn how to trust your soul, learn how to trust your heart. You're on that trajectory and it's zigzaggy and it's going up and down. And all of these zigzags and up and downs might be a bunch of bridge of incidents that don't seem to be related, but they are, which again is just you living your life. You can always just catch yourself and shift right back, and you will be right back on the timeline. But again, the timeline isn't necessarily going to be smooth all the time. The timeline is going to have a bunch of things come up and bridges and events that are going to be showing you things. Allow whatever is happening in your reality to continually remind you of the reality that you want. The less you trigger yourself by going in and constantly checking and noticing and worrying and being disappointed and being scared and being anxious and constantly checking your phone and saying to yourself, they don't care, they don't want me, they're with this person, they're with that person, they told me this, they told me that. The more you do that, you are just torturing yourself and you're just pulling yourself out of the timeline of the trajectory of the desired and that you want. So I highly, highly, highly recommend and suggest that you stop all of the behavior and you stop questioning everything so much and you get in to your trust. And you make the decision from the moment that you wake up in the morning, all throughout the day, and as you're going to sleep, this is who I am. Please remain focused and be more disciplined and drop all of the BS, okay? Because it is not serving you. It is time for you to level up. It's time for you to make decisions and to stick with them.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.